Alright, next day, and we are back with this project, and we have a lot of bushings that need to go in. If you take a look at this one, you can see it's not just pushing it down, it's a tight fit, and you could probably take the hammer and just whack it down, but we can do it better than that. So we will make a tool now that we can use for pushing all the bushings in their place. With the welding, we have made this nut secured so it doesn't go anywhere. And what we will do now is, so this bushing that is going here, now take it, just snugly fit it there. Then we can take this piece here, insert it from, oh, we put it the other way. No, we need to take it this way. Then we can pull this one in here, and I will go this on the top. So it got a little bit long. It might be we need to do something about that, but so get this, and we are holding with this. There we have it, snug fit, and as we can see now, this nut can't turn on this bar when we are holding in this end. So now with the impact driver we will drive this bushing in here. So I think we can shorten this a little bit. I made it a little bit long just so we can use sockets and get room enough for this one as well, and everything. But yeah, you see the point? Let's try it out. So it got almost all the way, but I could feel it got a lot of resistance, and we will try and lubricate this nut a little bit. So check it out, that's bushing number 1 is in, and then we can just insert the one up here, and then the 2 on the ends, and yeah, all the way around. But you see the principle. This is much easier and much more controlled than trying to hammer everything in. And this one is 350 Newton meters. If that one doesn't do the trick, we got the big boy over here. 1600 Newton meters should do the rest of the trick. Alright, so the next two does have the holes in them, so here we need to make sure that they are aligned in the right position so the holes lines up. If you don't get them lined up, there will be a lot of extra work, and we don't want that. But you can see the holes are a good amount bigger than these ones, so you have a little bit wiggling room. Looks about right. So this looks pretty aligned, and same here, so let's just give it the juice. A little bit of metal dust here, so it won't probably last forever, but works perfectly right now. So this is a bit of a noisy job with the impact gun and everything, but you can see holes lines up perfectly. So yeah, I think I'll just put up a time lapse and just continue putting everything in this king, and when everything in the king here is done, then we can move on to put everything on the little Kubota, and then this part actually is ready to put back on, so that's pretty awesome. This got crazy hot, but this impact gun a lot quicker than the little one. So, but you can see this one got a little bit too far, because okay, this is also hot as, but too hot. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can see the disc is bowed, so it couldn't handle the pressure, so that's why it went further in than it should. So you can see here it's just a little bit, but we'll see if we can, if it's room enough, or if I need to push it out a little bit. But this part is complete. Now it's just getting the bushings in this guy. And here is also a new tool that came today. and this is for the next basement project. So yeah, that's nice to have that also in place. Thinking about it, this doesn't matter because the boom goes on the outside of this, so this is totally okay, no stress. But I'm also thinking maybe I should go tomorrow, buy some paint, because I will never be able to paint it as good as I can do now when everything is in its smallest parts. So yeah, maybe I will do that. Alright, next one on the machine, and you can see the groove here does so you don't need to line the hole up with the grease zerk, but I will for sure try to do it. It will push the grease easier out to the bolt, but if you put it like this, maybe you have a more of a reserve. I don't know what's the best way to go here, but I'll go like this-ish, a little bit offset. Let's try that. Perfect. So just flush, and yeah, it's really nice when a plan comes together. So without this tool here, this would be a pain in the ass. You could hit it with a hammer probably and get it down without problems, but for all you know, you could crack it also. So then you had to order a new one, and that's time, and time is money. I think I will use the same bar for pushing out this one, so I don't have to worry about ruining the piston. Then it's just put a socket on here that is just the right size, and just get it down and have a big enough socket underneath that can hold the whole thing. So this one, as mentioned, has no bushings. This one has 6, I think. Yes, bushings here, so these need to be changed out. So these are a little bit worse to get out, because here you can't put the socket in and then hit it, and you don't want to hit this one all the way around. So what you can do is just to take a chisel, is the correct word, or something like that, and or a screwdriver, and go all the way around it and hit it out. And same here as well. So these ones I actually changed out not too long ago, but I bought the cheapest ones I could find from a shop in England, and then I bought new bushings for this, the new link and everything, and let's just say after 200 hours those cheap ones was more worn out than the original one that had 2000 hours on it, so not worth the money. But let's see if we can get everything out of this one. With that done, it's just the pistons left. Right, this project is going really nicely. I gotta say, I'm impressed how easy it is to do this. But of course, this is a small machine, so everything is smaller, and yeah. So this front one, if you remember from the beginning of this video, with the problem with the broken bolt, was that this bushing had shifted all the way in here, so there was nothing out in the end, and we can see it's pretty loose fit comparing to everything else. So these ones are stuck. I had to hit them in with a hammer. Here I could probably push it in if I just worked long enough, and the same on this side. So we don't want it to go in again. So what should I do with this? Because I don't want these to go all the way in, and then we have the same problem again. You can see, yeah, almost half of it in. So this pipe here probably has been worn out at some point, but it's no problem when these ones are in place. It doesn't matter. But if it goes all the way in, then we have some trouble. So what I'm thinking about is take one of these, insert it where it should be. Right here there should be some gaskets outside also, for preventing dirt to get in here. And so I think I will put this one in position. I will mark from the other side, and then I will put a bead just over like this inside, so these can't go this way. I hope that will work. That's the plan. You can see here is the seal. So this seal is press fit in like that, so that's perfect. It's just flush. So if I now mark up where it's sitting, then I can just put some weld beads in here just to make sure it doesn't run away anywhere. Pick it up with the camera. You can see there are some grooves, so the room in between where it sits, right there, it's smaller than the rest. So this is bigger and this is smaller. So you just need to fill up some weld in this area. Today I have hired in some help for helping me. So Henrik is here painting and will paint everything today. And as you saw, I just made the welds in here, so now these bushings can't run away and go in here somewhere. With the beads lying there, it should be impossible. So I pushed these ones in earlier. Now it's just pushing these in, and we have two back here. Down here that need to be pushed in, and then Henrik can paint this one also. Alright, then the stick is ready actually for paint. This is ready for paint, and I need to change the bushings in the piston still. it works, but this socket wasn't big enough, so we need a bigger one. This will work. Nice and easy. Alright, that's too bad. Looks like I'm actually missing this bushing here. So, if they forgot to send it or what it is, I don't know. But I will check the package listing. And because I had 6, all went for this. And alright, this one was actually missing, not in the packaging. So they are sending me one more now. So I will probably have it in 2 days, so no biggie there. Still waiting for a new radiator. We ordered this one, did not fit. This was 500 crowns, just thought that would be easy enough. And the original one, aluminium, not easy to fix. So then it was 6,000 crowns, or 6,005 with the one that didn't fit, so yay. Well, if you're cheap, you are sometimes spending more money than you want, or even more than it was supposed to cost. If I just had bought the original one, I could save 500 crowns, but here we are. Alright, so far so good. We got the bolts in the king in, we got the bolt there in, but before we go any further, we need to check if we need to put some shims in. Thin metal discs that take up the play that are sideways. So, for example, like here, if this one is all the way over, you can see we have a gap that this one fits in. So I will clean it up, and then we'll put it in there, and then we can push the bolt through, and then we'll do the same for the piston up there. Then we can put the piston on, and then we have the first piston installed, and then we are just ready for the rest. And yeah, reassembly shouldn't take very long, I guess. it's important to remember the shims. If not, you have done all this work and everything is sloppy sideways still, and that will be terrible. And as you can see, the hoses went in really great, no big problems there. Same with the bolts so far. I don't have the bolts that are going through. I want to change them out with the new ones, and I have to go and get them in the morning. So that's something we need to do in the morning, but for now I will put the shims in and just continue putting in everything here. All right, coming along nicely. As you can see, I dropped the bolt in the gravel from the sand spreader, so not great, but wash it off again. And I probably need to take this piston off again because I haven't installed the outlets that are under here. That will be much easier without the piston here. So, all right, back to making the Kubota great again. Moved it a little bit around because this one needed a wash and it got a new engine. So Per-Erik is working on this one, coming along nicely, and check it out. We got a brand spanking new radiator, original for the little Kubota. So let's get this one on, let's get some coolant in it so we can start it up and move it around a little bit, because we need to install the rest of the digging arm here. I have checked with Kubota that delivered my parts, and this bolt was missing in the parts list, so we are getting that one new. As you saw earlier, the bushing for this one was missing, so I told them to send me a new one. They did, but they did not send the new bolt, so that one is also in order, so that's nice. And we got a new fan belt for it. As you can see, that one was really bad, so let's just get cranking and get everything on. Well, it's a little bit shorter than the old one, so hopefully it will fit. Maybe. Oh, it's tight. So maybe I need to get the longer one. Shit. They didn't have any, the correct length they didn't have in the shop here, so. So this is 800 and the other one is 820. So those 2 centimeters probably are. And this is a new one, so damn it. It always sucks. Let's see, which way does the engine turn? I think it's the other way. No, it's that way. So let's see if we can get it on without losing any fingers or toes. There it is, nice and easy. And And today also Kumpis is with me in the workshop. So he loves the workshop a little bit, I think. He thinks the garage home is funnier because he can go outside all the time. But here we can throw the toy if he will give it to me. Come on. So where do you go? Yeah. All right, let's get the radiator on. Then we need the radiator mount that is here. So the ears just go down in it, and yeah, new hose clamps I will put on, because why not change it out when we have it up like this. Probably throw out this old dirt that has been in here forever. I'm actually not sure which model this one is. I asked the shop today, but they couldn't tell me according to the serial numbers. So you see there the graph and everything. So this apparatus is telling me what my coolant level is good for. So right now it was -40. I probably put a little bit, too much water in it. So you can see now the line there. It's right above -10. So you have to put a little bit more coolant in it to get it better. But that's what this one does. So just put your eye in and check -12. Okay, that's what we got. So that's what we use. And I will buy more coolant and just mix it in together. This is probably not enough anyways. So -20 would be enough for my location. It's never over that, so. Okay, there we have the coolant level. Good enough for driving around in the workshop. So then that's fixed. Radiator hopefully not leaking. And secured, new belt in place, just perfect. Then I'll put not just antifreeze in here with no water in, so that will circulate and just make everything be a higher level afterwards. So, but okay, that's in place. I want to give it one more wash because we have had some accidents with some hydraulic oil, so there are a little bit spill around here. So I will drive it over there with the tracked mini dumper and give it a little wash, and then we can start installing the weights and everything around it. And I was buying new bolts for this, but I bought them way too long today, so I need to go back and buy some shorter ones. But I can see we still have a little bit play. So this part doesn't have any bushings. But that is all the play I can see now, so it's probably wear and tear over long time. So same for this. These doesn't have bushings. The bushing is in here. The bolt is standing still, so it shouldn't be any wear there. And the same down here. Bolt is standing still and following. You can see the bolt is going through, and the bushings are in here. But still, there is a little bit of play. But yeah, it is what it is. Last bit of the Kubota now. gave it a last little wash yesterday. As mentioned earlier, this bolt and this bolt I am missing, so they are arriving in the mail next week, so we'll change them out when we get it back. Right now, need to take all the grease zerks and move them from the old bolts and over to the new ones. You can see there are just holes here, so. And then it's putting the seat back on and the cover plate and everything here. And then we are ready to go out for work. So pretty excited about it, and it will be really awesome to test it out and see how it works. And I also had to do something with lights yesterday. The power supply that it had was flickering the lights, so I switched it over, and now the lights are working great again. So yeah, this is the last bit of making the Kubota great again. Here it is, finished. Safe to say, we have made the Kubota great again. The little test with it, it is tight and nice. So I'm really looking forward to taking it out now and testing it out in the basement. So we are packing for that. So we just need to put the hydraulic breaker on it, and then we're ready to go. But this was it. So it's now been a couple of months since we did the Making the Kubota Great Again video, and yeah, finally time to edit it. And now the Kubota is all the way painted. As you can see, there are no scratches anywhere, and yeah, stickers are gone. We need to put new stickers on it, and the undercarriage is painted, everything is painted. The seat got some duct tape, so it's nice again. And yeah, you can see the front plate got a little bit dirt from the grease gun, and yeah, everything is working perfectly with the Kubota. Let's see how the play works. So as you can see, the play we have are in the quick coupling, so it's pretty worn out. You can see the distance here from the bolt and up, so it's worn here and it's worn down here as well. So we probably need to do a little bit of work on the quick copper, but that I have done in a video earlier. I can put the link up here for the video. And yeah, it's nice and tight now, so probably need to give it one more coat of paint here. It's the teeth bucket, it's always scratching up this one, so when you don't have the cylinder there, you are not worried about it. So, and should probably give it a new sticker also. And you can see Hendrik has painted it. Got a little bit much paint here, but yeah, it's not a dresser. It looks really nice, it's really tight, it's really nice to drive again, so that's really awesome. And right now the case is under the knife, or not under the knife, it's just getting a new paint. So Fredrik has been painting it today, and as you can see, the undercarriage got some paint, and here the color doesn't match the boom, so we went ahead and bought a new coat with a new paint coat today, just to see if that will match a little bit better. So this is just the first coat of paint on it, so this will be really nice to get everything here painted. And the Terex got a new coat of paint, and the Kobelco got new windows and a new coat of paint, and yeah, looking really nice now. So looking forward to summer. It's not that long until we have summer, I think. As you can see, the sun is up, it's foggy outside, but spring is here, so that's nice. But anyways, that's it for making the Kubota great again. This got a long video, but yeah, there was too much content and too little time. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.